Hey there, folks. Just so we're on the same page, this is what Thorfinn, the protagonist of Season 1 Vinland Saga, was up to pretty much all 24 episodes.
心臓をえぐり抜いて父上の霊に捧げてやる。
As my mom said about Thorfinn, yeah, she's real cool. She watched Vinland Saga with me. She said, Thorfinn was a whirling dervish of hatred and purpose, and she couldn't have said it more right. Throughout the entirety of Season 1, he was pissed off all the time. All he wanted to do was kill shit so he had an opportunity to kill more shit, otherwise known as Askeladd. Thorfinn was the perfect protagonist for a bombastic Viking political drama that spanned 24 episodes, and it was amazing. Vinland Saga Season 1 is personally one of my favorite anime of all time, easily top 10. Some viewers might be wondering why I specifically point out Season 1. Well, to be totally fair, it's because Season 2 is a bit different. For starters, it's a farming simulator. Yeah, it was a bit different. Also, Thorfinn is no longer the protagonist in Season 2, but not to worry, folks, he is in the anime still. It's just, he seems to have gone through a few key changes.
Good to meet you, Thorfinn.
All around me are familiar faces.
Oh, how they massacred my boy. Vinland Saga Season 2 is technically where Vinland Saga starts, as Season 1 was a prologue. They're naturally gonna get away with a lot of strangeness in the difference, but I have one question. Who is that? Cause that's not Thorfinn. Okay? No, that's Thorfinn.
指一本でもそいつに触れたら殺すぞ。分かったかデカブツ。そいつに触れたら殺す。
For context, in that scene, he was just punted off a horse by a 400-pound behemoth of a man. That behemoth of a man was trying to kill Askeladd, the man who killed Thorfinn's father. This enrages Thorfinn. He ain't gonna let that happen. And it's not even Stockholm Syndrome. You see, Thorfinn wants to kill Askeladd himself. I don't know about you, but someone who makes The Rock look like a pussy—
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
—takes a lot of determination to square up on. It takes a stoic man with conviction. And Thorfinn, just happens to be that man with conviction. A very stoic man. How do I know that? His arm snaps in half midway through the fight.
いや、さすがにそれじゃ戦えないだろ。
せえ！てめえの情けなんだ！
Yeah, I would've done some screaming too, Thorfinn. No deduction in points. Especially not when Thorfinn gets that shit wrapped up, immediately back into the fight, and getting a technical knockout when he claws that big man's eye out. Straight up one of the most metal things in the show, which is why it is absolutely heretical, blasphemous. That Season 2 / the manga Thorfinn is just so different. He's purposeless. For the first 10 or so episodes, he just conveys to the other main character, Einar, that he's sad and unstable. Also, he has night terrors where he just wakes up screaming.
I wonder if they'll let us borrow a heavy plow.
If you want an example that'll highlight just how crazy the difference is, take this scene where Einar and Thorfinn are being accosted by some goobers. At this point in the show, it's well established that we're supposed to hate these jackasses picking on our boys.
I mean, it was wheat grown by slaves after all.
By now you should know that Thorfinn is a trained killer. He was putting suckers down before he went through puberty. A quick bare-knuckle brawl shouldn't be any problem for our boy Thorfinn, right? Right?
All around me are familiar faces.
So, Thorfinn throws a single punch, breaks some sucker's jaw, which was awesome.
Is he dead?
All around me are—
Then has a mental breakdown while his shit gets rocked. But that's not where it ends. He then proceeds to take his sweet time an entire episode tripping his balls off while he takes a trip down to hell, where Askeladd tells him he's been a bad boy. Now, if I could ask the writer of Vinland Saga one question, that's all I need, alright? One question. Mr. Yukimura, I'm not gonna ask you the question that I should be asking, which is, who the hell takes these pictures of Japanese writers? Instead, I'm gonna ask a real simple question, you, Yukimura. Where'd you hide that body, son? Because you's the imposter. Yukimura must have been dead and buried right after season 1. In season 1, the drama took characters through several different countries. In season 2, we're confined to a single farm. And hey, a lot of shit happens at this farm, mostly farm stuff. But you certainly aren't gonna find any bloody Viking battles. I will give credit where credit is due, however. I personally wasn't a big fan of slice of life anime, the type of show where grand story arcs take the back seat to the mundane but ultimately fleshed out daily lives of various characters. As boring as that sounds, I was locked in the majority of the season, oddly enjoying the daily lives of farm boy Einar and sad boy Thorfinn. Season 2 wasn't all that bad. It wasn't bad at all, but let's hope that season 3 is a small return to normalcy. A little bit more action would do us all a little bit of good. With that being said, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your American Otaku. This is my co-host, 02. And I'll see you next time.